I came to the conclusion that Mr. Paul had enabled Mr. Paxton, and despite my efforts, the other deputies' efforts, we couldn't protect him because he didn't want to be protected.
It is day 3 of suspended Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton's impeachment trial. Dramatic testimony took center stage yesterday. The trial focuses on corruption allegations, but testimony about an affair Ken Paxton had with another woman was one of the highlights of day 2. Our Victor Jacobo has been at the state capitol following the gavel-to-gavel action. He's joining us live to recap yesterday's major moments. Victor.
Yeah, that's right. One of those major moments was when a witness who used to work in Ken Paxton's office of the Attorney General talked about finding out about that affair with another woman and how that affair was part of an arrangement that Paxton had with crony and political donor Nate Paul.
By that time, I concluded that Mr. Paxton was engaged in conduct that was immoral, unethical, and I had a good faith belief that it was illegal.
That is Jeff Mateer. He is a former first assistant attorney general who worked under Ken Paxton. He told the jury that the affair was the missing piece that finally explained why Paxton had gotten personally involved in court cases involving Nate Paul, an Austin real estate developer. After Mateer, another whistleblower took the stand in the trial. With this witness, prosecutors went further into just how far Paxton was going to help Paul. One issue was Paxton going against the opinion of his staff on the issue of foreclosure lawsuits during the pandemic and pressuring them to go with a decision that would benefit Paul.
He was acting like a man with a gun to his head.
In what way?
Anxious, desperate, urging me to get this out as quickly as humanly possible.
Now, that was Ryan Bangert, and his testimony is going to continue later today. They took a break for the day during his testimony, so they'll finish up with him before calling other witnesses. Rika.
The testimonies we've heard so far are pretty dramatic. We know that Angela Paxton, Ken Paxton's wife, was watching all of this. What was her reaction?
Yeah, throughout that part of the testimony, you could see her reaction was pretty stoic. She was paying very close attention, taking diligent notes. She's been doing that throughout the entire trial. But of course, while she's a part of the jury, she's not going to be able to have a vote at the end to acquit or convict her husband. But certainly a lot of attention paid to her and what she was doing during that discussion about the affair. Certainly that's likely to come up again, and we'll look for her reaction once that is discussed at the trial. Rika, back to you.
Yeah, she won't get to vote, but she has to be there for it all. Victor, thank you. Now, while Paxton cannot be directly charged for having an extramarital affair, some of the articles of impeachment stem from crimes he's accused of committing related to his alleged mistress. That includes Article 9, which is constitutional bribery. Paxton is accused of benefiting from Austin real estate investor Nate Paul's decision to hire the woman Paxton was allegedly having an affair with. Now, next is Article 19. This accuses Paxton of engaging in private and public misconduct, like an affair, indicating that he is unfit for office. And finally, Article 20, abuse of public trust. This accuses Paxton of undermining the lawful operation of the Texas government by misusing his official powers and obstructing justice. It also says he involved the Attorney General's office in a scandal harming the public's confidence in the state's government. You can get even more information on this trial sent right to your phone. Just text the word Paxton to 713-526-1111. We'll text you back links to those stories and more on KHOU.com.